Time to welcome in our final guest here on the Blue Couches today, local actor Patrick Vahey's joining us now in PACA's latest production of Boys in the Band. Hi, Patrick.
Hi, how are you, Amanda?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks for being in here today.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about this show.
Oh gosh, okay, well, I want to start by saying it's not a musical and there is no band. Just want to start there with
Okay, that makes sense since it's called Boys in the Band.
Could be a little confusing, yeah.
Yes.
So it's a show that opened on Off-Broadway in 1968. Pretty groundbreaking because it centers around a group of LGBTQ queer men, but it kind of centers around a birthday party that kind of goes awry, but very closeted men back then in those days, the late 60s, early 70s. So it kind of gets into those identities, those crises, the friendships, the relationships, and kind of how they would maybe act in their private lives.
And how they're navigating that time.
Yeah,
as
lots
well.
of struggles, you know, and it's a comedy for sure. It's funny. It moves very fast, and it's very relatable. Just with you know, the struggle of marginalized people. It's always ongoing, you know.
Talk a little bit about the character that you're playing.
Okay, so I play Michael, and he's basically the host of this birthday party, and he's kind of he definitely is going through some identity crisis and friendship struggles, and he's kind of a little messy, we'll say. Yeah.
Messy is interesting.
Yeah, messy can be fun to watch, though.
Yeah, if you're not having to deal with it, right?
Yeah. So that's why I would say it can be funny. It's relatable. Yeah, it's fun.
And who's directing this?
So Michael Weiss.
Okay.
I'm sure you know him. Yeah, Michael Weiss is directing it. It has been a blast working with him. He gives you those old school director vibes, you know, David Matthews days and stuff like that. So I really appreciate that a lot.
David changed my name.
Did you really? No way.
That's a story for another day, but
Yes.
I'll fill you in later.
Yes, please.
Talk a little bit about performing at PACA. Is this your first show there or not?
No, it's my first play. I've done musicals there. This will be my first play. But performing there is just such a great time. The environment is so welcoming. Everybody is so great, and there's so much creativity going on there, not just shows, but all the other things he has going on in that space. And I just think he takes care of the actors. Just, you know, there's always
What's the age range in this production?
So we're all kind of late 20s to 30s. Yeah, 20s, mid 30s, kind of like that.
Are you working with any new actors, and then you have some that are very seasoned? You kind of have that nice mix.
We have a pretty seasoned crew. Probably a lot of names you've heard of, but we do have some people from out of town. Some like from Franklin, and more near like New York Ripley area, kind of near Jamestown. So a couple cast members that are new to the area. And yeah, but everyone's pretty seasoned. You've probably seen their names around a little bit.
Isn't it fun to do theater and make new friends? And it's like you just do a show with somebody and then you're friends forever.
I do love that.
Boys in the Band opens May 1st. It runs through the 17th. There are different times for the shows. You've got some matinees
Yeah, we've got like one matinee, even a Thursday show. So whatever works for you, we probably have a performance.
That's right. Of course, it's at PACA. You know where that is, downtown on State Street. And you can go to their Facebook page, Boys in the Band, if you'd like more information about dates and how you get tickets. You can get tickets at the door, but it's always a good idea to get them ahead of time too.
Yeah, PACA1505.org, or call her just right at the box office is fine.
Yeah. You ready for opening night?
Yes, so we open a week from today.
Yeah.
All
your
ready.
lines learned. You ready? You put the book down?
Yep, I'm ready.
You don't look confident. So I wouldn't have my book down a week out.
Last night to call out for lines, so wish me luck tonight.
Yeah, that happens. Patrick, it's great to have you on the Blue Couches today. Thanks for joining us. Go see Boys in the Band at PACA. We'll be right back.